ITT. Let's talk the talk. ITT. Let's talk the talk. ITT.
Musical epic.
Greetings to you all our valued viewers and welcome to another educating and illuminating episode of ITT Reflex Talk Time, where we talk the talk. I'm Loveday, Emmanuel, your host. ITT, as we know, is a platform where we discuss about matters from all reality spheres of life, careers, works, trends, and entertainment. And also, ITT gives you the opportunity to be informed and be updated about the latest of happenings around your environment and around the globe. Okay. But before we continue, I would like to introduce our guest here on the show. And our guest is none other but this charming senorita. Please do us the honor of meeting you.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Tonye, Denenu, and I'm the guest of today's show.
Okay, that's fair enough. Your name Tonye Denenu, and you're looking very exquisite and beautiful. I think I like the glow and the glam glam.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's get down to business straightforward. They say the way you dress determines the way you be addressed. And as you can see, fashion, as it says, it's one thing that it's everywhere in all aspects of our life. Like every aspect of life you see today, you find fashion. So that brings us to the topic of today, relativity of modern fashion, seduction and prostitution. But before we continue, can you please, our guest, vividly x-ray the definition of fashion, seduction and prostitution?
Okay, thank you. Fashion, in its sense, it basically has to do with one's physical appearance, like what you wear that identifies you, either your culture or your tradition or your nationality. And as in society, everyone has a particular way by which they are identified. And for seduction, it has to do with enticing someone, either by the way you dress. If you dress in a sense that is kind of provocative, in a sexual kind of way, something enticing, something that entices someone in a sexual kind of way, that has to do with seduction. And then prostitution has to do with when you give your body, when you sleep or have sexual intercourse with someone that is not your spouse. It could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be heterosexual or homosexual, but when you give that in exchange for money or any other value.
Okay, that's cool. So, how would you relate fashion as to the intent of seduction and prostitution?
Okay. When it comes to fashion and seduction, if especially for the ladies, it has to do with when a lady dresses in a very provocative manner, where maybe she's exposing her cleavage or she's showing lots of thighs, she dresses in a way that she wants to draw attention to herself. Do you understand? Like make whereby if she's passing on the street or anywhere, men are just turning. That's definitely when you dress like that, you want to seduce, and you have an intent of either luring a man to your bed or to his bed, or as in vice versa. Men can also do that, where maybe a man wears a shirt and he's exposing his bearded chest
Okay.
and all of
Okay.
that.
So do you think fashion
Yeah.
is a necessary tool in the art of seduction and prostitution?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because even on the streets, when you see prostitutes,
Okay.
yeah, or social workers, like they call them sometimes,
Social
yeah,
as well.
yeah. So when you see them on the streets, there is a particular way they dress, and it's more like when you're selling your body, you're advertising by showing your skin, showing your cleavage. That's like, oh, this is what I have, so you can pay to get this
Okay,
thing.
like
I'm
you
sampling.
pay, like,
Yeah. So that
okay.
is also seduction, and that is a superstition.
But do they have it written on the on the fashion, on their style of fashion that hey, I'm here for money, like
Yeah, the
this-
way you dress, it says a lot about you. Although sometimes you could be wrong when someone dresses in a kind of way and then the person is not there to sell their bodies.
In other words, you're saying your personality makes your style of fashion. As your style of fashion is
Yeah.
as a result of the personality
Yes,
you keep.
it just works hand in hand.
Okay, that's good. So talking about indecency and decency, like
Mhm.
what makes a dressing indecent?
If you show, like, it still boils down to showing sensitive areas of your body. That's when you show your breast. Sometimes it's not even necessarily your breast. It could be a very, as in short dress, or something that is showing like the whole. Sometimes a lady can wear something and the whole of her back is just open, or you wear a dress where you bring out the whole of your core. Like sometimes I wonder, like, how do you breathe in that clothes? And everywhere is just you just want people to see how curvy you are.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with that though, but it's still like a choice. When you showing all those sensitive areas of your body, you're sending a message. You can dress classy, you can dress and look sexy without showing those parts of your body.
Okay.
If you get what I'm saying.
Okay, that's true. So that takes us to our next question here. Say, what are your views on men who dress on female attires, and your take on the women dressing on male attires too? That is the tomboy, talking about the tomboys. So
Okay.
what are your views?
Okay, speaking of tomboy, I used to be one, and I, it was just somehow there's this public opinion that when a lady dresses like a guy, she's a lesbian, and when a man dresses like a woman, he's homosexual.
Okay.
But somehow, when it comes to the men these days, it's kind of true that they're homosexuals, because it's kind of strange that a man that is bearded would wear a gown like a dress, and then your chest is open and yeah.
Okay. So
Yes,
if you can say that for the men, so
Yeah,
what would you say
the
for the
women? Okay. In most cases, they are lesbians, but not in every case. But let me just put it this way: for men, it's just seen as strange that
Okay.
a man will be showing his thighs or
Let me say something.
hairy
Like,
body and
let me say
everything.
something. I believe like I've met some women like they dress seductive, sexually like that,
Mhm.
but their intents are not to dissuade the other gender.
Yeah.
They just want to look free in a trendy way, like you know that kind of an idea where
Okay.
as a lady you're free to wear whatever, do
But
your
can
thing,
you dress like
live
that
the life
for a
you
job
know.
interview though? Yeah, that's question I ask people
Okay.
If you dress that way to be comfortable,
Comfortable.
why don't you comfortably dress like that to a job interview? Why don't you comfortably dress like that to church?
But it depends on the job interview, like the job description. Like if you're interviewing, okay,
okay.
how about you're interviewing
Yeah.
for the job of a stripper?
But clearly you're selling yourself.
That's you can
Can
dress
you dress
comfortably
like that and work in a bank? Why don't bankers dress? Because they feel okay. There are things that are decent and indecent. That doesn't make you a bad person. It's just that's how society perceives it.
Okay, that means in other words, what you're saying is your fashion style does not make your personality
Yeah.
a bad personality.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're trash. Just because you show some kind of skin, it doesn't mean you're trash. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Let's go over to our next question. And this question is very keen because I really want to know. If we were to classify fashion by the societal and financial status of individuals,
Yeah.
how do you feel an individual, especially from the female gender, with no occupation or employment should dress?
Don't look broke. That's all I have to say.
Is there a type of dressing that makes you
Yeah,
look broke?
like look neat. Don't look tattered because you don't have money. Like that's something I tell people. I should not know your financial status because of how tattered you look. Just look good. You don't necessarily need to show a lot of skin for people to notice you. Just dress decently.
Okay. Is clothing probative of attitude or intent?
Okay, just like I said earlier, in this context, probative keyword, that means, let's say, demonstrating something. What you're wearing, is it demonstrating, oh, this is how she is, oh, this is the reason why she's dressing that way. Okay, somehow, I don't know, I would say it's more like a 50-50 chance.
Okay, like the tendency is.
Yes, it varies because I could, as I am right now, I could go to church and cover it. It's a religious gathering, if not for anything, for the respect that I have for God and fear. But if I'm going to a party, I will not wear like something that I'll cover every. If I decide to show a little bit of skin because of the occasion, it doesn't mean I'm a hoe, like I'm a prostitute. Yeah, let me prostitute. Let me rephrase. Or like a slut. Like let me use that word. Like I'm here to sell myself. Yes, because okay. For example, I've been approached when I was properly dressed. That's to tell you that sometimes the way you dress does not determine who you are, or like you're trying to. Yes, in some cases you're trying to send a message. I've been asked if I've been offered money so I could sleep with somebody, and I was properly dressed. Not like I was properly dressed, everyone was covered up. That's to tell you that now it goes beyond what you're even wearing. You could be all covered up with a hijab and everything, and they will still approach you. So that's like somehow it's like a 50-50. It varies. You cannot just entirely say, oh, the way you dress, you're a whore, or you want to seduce men, or you want to take a man. Yeah, sometimes that's the intent. You dress so people will just turn and like, oh, so men will notice you and they will want you. Prostitutes, that's what they do.
So let's say outside the box now. If I were to be a prostitute, sorry, I'm using myself in that context. If I were to be a prostitute, now judging by the reason that I don't have money, I don't have something, like I need something from people or from men, money from men.
Yeah.
So does that give me the yardstick to just come out, look sexually attractive, like sexually attractive?
Yeah.
Probably I'm going on a skimpy thing like that.
Yeah.
Why is it that fashion has to be the reason for such a communication? Because if you ask me, fashion is a good thing. Fashion is a way of life. It's a cultural way of life for everybody. Like everybody has their culture, their fashion. Like, so why would fashion be a tool? Now it's a tool for prostitution, for seduction. Why? And don't you think fashion is the problem of the world today? Like it's one of the problems of the world today.
Okay. To answer this last question, no, fashion is not the problem of the world. Because it varies based on the individual. And when you talk about a prostitute, like why does fashion has to be a tool for prostitute to like advertise?
Yeah, like
when you advertise buy
there
something.
instead of being
And it's
two for earning a
prostitution.
good living.
Okay, prostitution is like advertising.
Okay.
Like if you're selling something, sometimes you don't necessarily need to come out and say, oh, like this is what I'm. If you just drop the product and it looks nice, people will come and ask you, oh, how much is this product? So fashion is like you're covering and you're wearing an attire, and then okay, it's more like you're saying, oh, this is. Sometimes there's a way you dress, it looks like you're available, and then that's why some persons approach you and ask, oh, okay, how much? And somehow, if you're not doing that, you might get offended. But all you have to say is no. But it's the way you dress. You're almost naked, so that's like your. It's sexual. So
Wow.
that's the just be the intent of the client. Like, oh, this is what I want. Like, oh, I think she's selling something that I want to buy.
Okay.
So all they have to do is ask, how much do you sell?
Okay, so now let's come back to our country. Like, do you think Africans, Nigeria mostly, like,
Okay.
do you think Nigeria are climaxing the fashion world of today? Like, given that during the last World Cup,
Yeah.
our Nigerian football kit was rated. I'm not talking about the team.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
football kit actually was rated one of
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Like, do you think our made in Nigerian clothes fashion is kind of like, where do you picture our made in Nigerian clothes fashion in the next 10 years?
I would say like the apex in the fashion world, because
Okay.
when we do this thing where we can combine the wares of the Western world
Okay.
and mix it with our cultural traditional wares. Like there are some outfits I see nowadays that are Nigerian made, and it's like mind blowing. It's exquisite. So in like 10 years, I think Nigeria will be like, I don't know, way far ahead
Okay.
in fashion
Thank
world.
you for that. Okay, now this leaves me with this key question. I'm sorry. Like,
Okay.
nowadays in our areas of residence,
Mm.
you can commonly find young girls and ladies on this trendy pattern of going around either with big tops or sleeveless tops with no bra, leaving their nipples hanging out,
Mhm.
and either on a bomb short.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, what kind of a fashion is this?
It's called being chic.
Being,
Like sexy.
I didn't get that again. Like, bring it
chic.
again, bring it
When I
again.
when I say chic, like CHIC.
It's not a chic.
Like no, they call it chic. Don't call it chic.
Okay, like chic.
Yeah, chic. Yeah, so it's a sexy kind of trend. Like those are people that dress based on the trend. It's trending
Without
now.
bras.
Yeah. So they are like they had this free the nipple movement.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, ladies
So
are
as
like
the nipple as the nipple being in chains, like you change the nipple. Wow.
No, they just no. Women are basically asking for freedom to be able to go out on the street braless and not be tagged as cheap.
But before now,
Yeah.
then days, our mothers, like, you don't leave the house without wearing bra.
Mhm.
If you want to know a good girl, like, it's a girl that always wears bra. Sometimes even at night while she's sleeping.
Why would somebody do that?
And these days, I don't seem to understand this thing with girls not wearing panties anymore. Like,
Oh, how would you
isn't
know
it
they're
so
not wearing-
absurd? Don't you feel it's so absurd? Like, judging by the how it's influencing our society of today.
Okay, it's kind of crazy because
crazy.
yeah, it's kind of crazy somehow because most times
If you say crazy, that will also leave me with a question like, do you think these people that dresses on this pattern of fashion, like, do you think they are under the influence of something or something is under the influence of them? You understand?
they want to trend. They are young. When you're young, you make dumb decisions. There are most persons that
So
they
far
are
as
now
you're young,
grown.
you're wrong.
No,
That's what you're saying.
no,
No, that's what you're
no.
saying.
Not in every case. We unfortunately we live in a world where everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be tagged as um, someone that has swagger. Like, oh, people are doing this, so I want to do them. But somehow they forget how people misconcept these things that they do, how they end up being tagged as bad girls or indecent girls. So now most girls don't care about the names people call them. They just dress the way they want. They just advertise their bodies the way, and they see it as freedom, like they want to express themselves, and
Okay.
they just want to do what they want to do.
So now I want to ask my own question, and this question is coming directly from you.
Okay.
What type of fashion do you think could make a man meet a lady at first sight and be like, wow, how would you be my queen? Like, would you like to be the mother of my kids? Like, that kind of a fashion, that kind of a perfect woman fashion like that.
Okay.
Like somebody would call it the Queen Elizabeth fashion.
I like that question. Thank you very much for that question. Before I continue, I just want to say something. I think it would be weird for a man to just meet a woman and want to marry her, because we have wolves in sheep clothing, just so you know. And just because, okay, need I digress? Let me answer that question. I've spoken to some men like over the years, and I've got to understand that when most women they see that expose their body, let's put that dress indecently, they don't take them seriously. That's the honest truth. Most men, not all men. Some men prefer their women to dress that way. They said they like people to know what they have. But most men, when they see you dressed indecently, they would not want to have anything else to do with you than sleep with you and move. But when a woman is properly dressed, like all covered up and wearing something, just look nice. Not necessarily that you look like a nun, but just look nice and cover the sensitive areas. Then definitely you attract decent men. That's just the honest truth.
Okay, that's cool. Like we've really not been alone on this conversation. I believe we have our viewers that would like to chip in one or two, and also our callers. But before we do that, we'd like to go on a short break, and when we return, we'll be taking calls and comments from our comment section. Thank you.
Musical escape.
There is the popular saying that you are addressed the way you dress. Within the history of man, across the different continents of the world, fashion is part of man's cultural identity. However, from time unknown, other than being a cultural identity of a people, we have developed and keep developing more reasons to why we dress the way we choose to. There are worries and all concerns to fashion trends and morality in appearance for both female and male gender, across religions and regional acceptance and environmental weather conditions. There has become a connectedness in fashion, seduction, and prostitution. The stage is set, camera is rolling, and in ITT on Thursday 9th September 2021, we are set to talk the talk. Tonye Denenu
will be our guest to discuss extensively on the topic. Tune into our YouTube channel, IMWTV, and on the Facebook account, Stephen Muzan, to join the live stream. Do well to drop your questions and contributions via the live chat on YouTube and Facebook. You can as well call the live line on +234 907 504 0987 from anywhere in the world so we can hear your voice on the issue. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the notification bell. Watch our other shows, learn and comment. ITT, let's talk the talk.
There is the popular saying that you are addressed the way you dress.
The opium of the people, or opium of the masses, is a dictum used in reference to religion, derived from the most frequently paraphrased statements of German sociologist and economic theorist Karl Marx. Religion is the opium of the people. In context,
Okay, welcome back. It's still your favorite people on the show here, ITT, Reflex of Time. And right now we're about to take all calls and comments from our comment section. Thank you. So, judging from our comment section, we have Terry and Tonye. He said, INW, let's talk the talk. Stephen Muzan, beautiful people. Mban, Akamba. I agree with what she's saying. Wow, somebody's agreeing with what you're saying. That's cool. Okay, Godwin Ukam, interesting discuss. That's good. Thank you. Stephen Muzami, yeah. Okay, there's always a follow-up. Campbell Media, ITT, let's talk the talk. We always talk the talk around here, and I believe you're talking too. Okay, then we have Stephen Muzami again. He said, free the nipple movement. Wow. And you talked about that. You said like they protested. It's like a protest.
Yes, basically they were trying to say that they should let women go brothers if they want to, and men were actually excited. Like, yes, free the nipple.
Wow.
Yeah, because they want to see things. Oh, what can I say? You can choose to free your nipple.
But on this like back to this question, like how do you think this free the nipple movement has influenced our young girls these days?
Well, I guess people selling brand lost customers.
Wow.
Because
I'm so sorry.
yeah, sorry for them. Because even girls that are really busty, like they want to free their nipples too. And it's
Talking about girls that are really busty, like you still want to free a breast that is pecky, like you want to free and walk. How do you feel? How would you feel?
we are focusing on breast. Okay.
We're not
Basically.
focusing on breast. Let's go back to our comment section. So, still back to our comment section. Say, Del Toro X, is prostitution only for the females?
No.
Obviously, no.
No, it's not. Because they have male prostitutes, but the thing they don't do, a comedian once said, you should fear women because for them to stand that late at night, he doesn't know what they're
So are you saying the male prostitute
They don't stand
are
on
not
the
man
road.
enough to stand on the road?
Yes, but as in, prostitution is
Or
not
should I say
only
they are
for
not
those.
prostitute enough to stand on the road?
They're not bold enough.
They are not bold. So
Yeah,
prostitution
that's for
comes
the
with
ones.
boldness.
But no, there are male prostitutes. But nowadays, prostitution does not just end on the street. There are people that do it like on the side or like a full-time job. but they don't go and say, hey, I'm a prostitute. And not all of them dress in that way. I have nowadays the term is bronze girls to make it a bit subtle so you don't provoke somebody and say, oh, you're a prostitute. So it's runs. So they do it in a way that some persons they do normal day job, but they are bronze girls on the side. And some do it like for a living. It's a profession, but they don't go around announcing it. They just do it on the low.
Okay, that's good. Thanks for still keep your comments coming, like we see your comments coming, and also your calls. If you feel like you want to chip in anything, you want to say anything based on the topic of today, like you can still feel free to call. The number is showing on the screen also. Thank you. And this leaves us to, let's just take one more. I think I have somebody that's disturbing my comment section right here. Let's just take one more comment. Say, I feel the presence of brain Jota in this session. Breast and nipples everywhere. And guess who's that's coming from? Steven Muzan. Wow.
Okay, I guess it's a breast man.
Okay, he's a breast man.
Yeah.
And there was one song like one day I was in the band, so her phone rang. And guess the song that played. No, I'm not going to do that. First thing we down bombards us. Our comment section before you bombard us. Okay, not to keep it too long on that session, we'll be moving over to our next segment. And our next segment on the show is the Magic Box. Our guest will be diving into the Magic Box. So before we do that, we really need to go on a short break. And when we come back, we'll bring you every bit of detail of that segment. Thank you.
There is the popular saying that you are addressed the way you dress. Within the history of man, across the different continents of the world, fashion is part of man's cultural identity. However, from time unknown, other than being a cultural identity of a people, we have developed and keep developing more reasons to why we dress the way we choose to. There are worries and all concerns to fashion trends and morality in appearance for both female and male gender, across religions and regional acceptance and environmental stroke weather conditions. There has become a connectedness in fashion, seduction, and prostitution. The stage is set, camera is rolling, and in ITT on Thursday 9th September 2021, we are set to talk the talk. Tonye Denenu
will be our guest to discuss extensively on the topic. Tune into our YouTube channel, I am WTV, and on the Facebook account, Stephen Muzan, to join the live stream. Do also drop your questions and contributions via the live chat on YouTube and Facebook. You can as well call the live line on +234 907 504 0987 from anywhere in the world, so we can hear your voice on the issue. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the notification bell. Watch our other shows, learn and comment. ITT, let's talk the talk.
Okay, welcome back. We're still on the second segment in the Magic Box, and at this moment, our beautiful, breathtaking, and charming guest is about to dive into the magic box and she'll be balloting. So this is how the magic box goes. You ballot any color of the ribbon you pick. You get to tell us about the trendy topic. So you're good to go. You're ready to go. Okay, but first of all, let's just vividly X-ray. So the yellow, you have Boma and Dega, pre and post eviction events. Then you have family problems, Annie and Tubaba, Nedu and wife, rude boy and wife. Also, lastly, we have the world of football. Cristiano Ronaldo sets more astounding record. Okay, now back to our magic bros. So, whichever, just make up your mind. Don't fret. It's not hot seat actually.
Yeah.
So just feel relaxed. Like pick anyone, just ballot. Then you get to share a light on any of that trendy topic.
Alright, are we doing this now?
Like right now, we're doing this right now.
Okay, I have to
Look
close my
away,
eyes.
like you have to look away.
Okay.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's a blue one. Like,
Yeah.
are you a Chelsea fan actually?
Yes, I am.
Really, like
Yes.
the blues for the blue.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. The blues for the blue. Family problems. Annie and Tubaba, Nedu and wife, rude boy and wife. So what do you have to say about this trendy topic?
Okay, I'll start with Annie and Tubaba.
Okay.
Excuse me. When I saw the whole banter going on between Annie and her husband, first of all, I didn't buy into the idea of her bringing her marital problems to social media like it's a cult. Like she gives room for people, the public, to give their opinion, and their opinion would not necessarily help her marriage, because there are some people definitely that I would pray that her marriage should end stepping, if you know what I mean. So the idea of her bringing her husband to social media and bashing him and bashing his family, it just wasn't cool. And all this while he was quiet, but I heard recently he responded to what has been going on, and was trying to say they should stop all this madness and all the talk about his infidelity and him still getting involved with his baby mama, like spending the night and all of that. But my take on that is that she wouldn't have got her married to social media. Yeah, that has never helped anybody. And then on me do and why. Wow.
No, before you proceed, like
Okay.
let me ask a question of that.
Okay.
You said Tubaba,
Yes.
our Baba, our ancestor, like he recently just said something on
Yeah.
that matter. Don't you think that's kind of like unlikely of him?
Yeah.
Because over the years I've known Two-Face not to be this type that
Yes.
that responds to beef and all that
Yes.
things they say about him.
Yes.
So
Yes.
don't you think this matter is actually a choked matter, like
Yeah,
it choked
choked
him
him, choked
before he will come out,
He did a
come
great-
talk to Baba.
He did a great-
You understand? Seriously.
Yeah, it's. I was shocked. Like it was this morning, but I was too busy to like pay attention to what he had to say and everything. But I noticed that from the catchphrase, he was just basically trying to say like enough of the as in blasting and everything like.
But I think
because
people are now blasting Annie Libya because
That's
people are
the
saying
thing.
she kind of like used that to be kind of like a controversial way of
Yeah.
marketing both her recently dropped movie and also Tubaba's song that just released.
Oh really? Oh, I
Yes.
haven't heard that part. Okay, okay. But either way, whether it's for clouds, whether she's cloud chasing or whatnot, but the whole idea of her just bringing a marriage to social media, she's not a child. She's grown and she's married to a grown man. So it was kind of childish for me. Yeah, that's my take on it. Swimming if you want.
Definitely, like if we get in that shoes, we know how to swim in that shoes. That's cool. So on to Nedu and wife.
Yeah, this is my favorite topic,
Wow.
trending topic. Yeah, basically all about his wife, still the wife again, coming for him and telling him to take care of his family, even if they are no longer together, even if they are divorced, and only for her to make matters worse, she just brought all her dirty linen to be washed in public. Like even things that we did not know, because she spoke and she was really, excuse me, she was really, as in after his reputation, saying, trash talking him and everything. And then people came to bash her, and they came with receipts. Like they came with, when I mean receipts, proof. Like okay, the thing about the DNA test result about one of his children not being his, and then I ended up finding out that like they made it known that the child belongs to her brother-in-law. That's her sister's husband. That's a lot of drama, and I was shook. Keyword, when she said, her response was that she did not tell him it was his child, that he assumed that it was his child. It's weird that your husband would, like you say, why did your husband assume that your child?
Seriously, I saw that news and I was like,
It was crazy.
seriously, this drives me to as to why most persons, you can just wake up in the morning and you hear that this man has killed his wife or this man has killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like things like this, if you were to be the husband, what would be your instant reaction? Would you be looking at the woman face to face that tells you that, oh, this why do you think this child is your child?
Yeah, I think I will move out of the house. I will stay away from her because I don't want to go to jail for her
This
sake.
is Africa. This is
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend my life in jail for the
no,
sake of
but this is
someone else.
Africa. This is not like in the white man's country where the husband and wife will have an issue,
Yeah.
and the husband would have to be the one to leave the house.
No, I just said
In Africa,
No.
I believe if a man and a woman has an issue, a husband and a wife, the only person that is leaving that house is the woman.
So what if she refuses to leave? What are you really shoot her? That's my point. That's why I said if I was the man, I would leave because I don't want to kill somebody.
That is why it's a
Do you
trendy
understand?
discussion. Celebrity marriage. Okay, now let's go over to rude boy and wife.
Okay.
What do you have to say?
I don't know like so much about that. I just know she filed for divorce, and then some persons were blasting him. I think his brother Paul had Peter rather had something to say about it, like
To blast his twin brother.
I think so, but I didn't really pay
If
attention.
it's
to
blasting
that.
him and I'm hearing that it's like they are in synergy again, like they're
Okay, no,
involved in
that's why I
this,
said I
this
don't
process
know
to
what's
come back
going
again.
on. Oh, that'd be nice. But it's sad that he had to take his marriage to the end for them to come back. That's like a real high price.
Wow.
But I just saw a video of
But
him.
there's always a price for greatness.
Oh wow, that's a good one. Yeah, true. So, but anyways, like I saw a video of him embracing his kids like abroad when he went to see them, and I was like, oh okay, I think these people are actually like done for. Well, I hope maybe like God's grace to get back together. So
I hope so.
yeah,
Okay, that's for the family problems.
yeah.
Can we just take one topic? This BB Niger topic. I would really love you to share a light on this.
Wow.
Really. Like Boma and Tega.
Yeah.
Like you
Okay.
You understand? So just
Okay.
throw a line like
I'll do like a little bit of what I know. Because at some point I was following up some certain things that were happening, like pre-eviction, like before we left the house, and it was quite sad that a married woman would just be so bold to go, like to go on national not even national, Big Brother is way than national, it's kind of like an international, and embarrass herself like that, and the audacity that she has to say her husband understands, like nah, correct guy.
I saw an article where the husband said he approved of it.
Yeah.
Like he knew.
Okay.
He approved of it.
And then
immediately after the eviction, when she came back, he asked her to apologize.
yeah.
So she had to apologize because he was like, if you don't apologize, this marriage discontinues.
Oh wow, I guess session on Big Brother, people were saying, they say men has come, men has come. What are they going to say now? Like, why are they not saying women has come? Well, me in general, people has
It's
come.
come is it's come, because if you can call it spade, it's spade. You can call it scum, it's scum. It doesn't matter what gender.
I just think people in general has
yeah.
come, yeah.
People,
So,
like everyone.
people, no, like, it's not just one
No,
gender.
some people. Yes. Use the word
Humans has
some
come, some
people.
humans has
Some
come.
humans, yes, yes. Don't generalize.
So you're not scum.
No, I'm not scum.
Okay, basically, I'm just saying, previously, some years back, Mike on the show of Big Brother, he was married. So people were referring to that. Mike was a man.
Tony.
That guy is playing though. Yeah.
Tim
people said
Tony
that-
was also a married guy.
No, he did some things. Which, like, he's all
Yes.
nice, extra, he did some that.
Okay.
But Mike was like reputable. He never had any kind of sexual stuff with any girl. Yes. And people refer to him that that's a man. And you say men has come, but a man can be in that house with beautiful women. And he was able to hold himself. And he stayed till the end. He won. Yeah?
Wow.
Was he not the one that won? Okay, he wasn't the one that won. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He wasn't the one that won.
Okay.
Well, if a man can do that, I mean, a woman should be able to do like that. But I don't know what their marriage is all about, the arrangement. So, but now I'm glad they came out at the same time as a couple. And it's lovely.
Do we have to visit our comment section on this?
Okay.
I think we should, don't you think?
Okay.
Because it's becoming interesting on the comment section.
Let's do this.
Muzan again.
Okay.
He said, "You can call a scum a scum. This one cracked me up. As in, really, like, it's cracked open." I think he's also going to send another comment again. Don't worry, we'll see very soon. He said, "The guest and the host, una don't too they relate. Una they behave like Boma and Tega." No, that's an accusation. That's an accusation, but I don't mind.
That is called
I don't
professionalism.
mind
We are
professionalism.
related.
No, I don't want it to be professionalism anymore. Like, let's
Can we do this off
BB
screen?
Niger.
Like, off? Thank you.
That was a joke, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so still offer and the phone say let's keep talking. Yes sir, we are still talking and we'll always keep talking. Okay, somebody sends a lot of love. Thanks IDT. Wow, the love is so bountiful. Del Toro X. That's cool. Uforo means your favorite dentist. IDT. That's a nice one. And people are even screaming giveaway. Don't worry, our giveaway is still here. We're not going anywhere. We're still coming up with the giveaway. Okay? So don't cry too much. Eka Marvelous, she said, people will sabi something. Richie Wealth, well done, our guest and host. Thank you very much, Richie Wealth. Okay. Del Toro is coming again. Host be calming down and leave our guest. Auntie, they want a cure. Awesome. Okay, that's it for that bad way. So now we have to go on a short break. I think our guest is in a very hot seat.
Yeah, literally.
And when we come back, we'll be coming back with more things. Alright, so don't go anywhere, stay tuned.
There is the popular saying that you are addressed the way you dress. Within the history of man, across the different continents of the world, fashion is part of man's cultural identity. However, from time unknown, other than being a cultural identity of a people, we have developed and keep developing more reasons to why we dress the way we choose to. There are worries and or concerns to fashion trends and morality in appearance for both female and male gender, across religions and regional acceptance and environmental stroke weather conditions. There has become a connectedness in fashion, seduction, and prostitution. The stage is set, camera is rolling, and in ITT on Thursday, 9th September 2021, we are set to talk the talk. Tonye Denenu
will be our guest to discuss extensively on the topic. Tune into our YouTube channel, IMWTV, and on the Facebook account, Stephen Muzan, to join the live stream. Do also drop your questions and contributions via the live chat on YouTube and Facebook. You can as well call the live line on +234 907 504 0987 from anywhere in the world, so we can hear your voice on the issue. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the notification bell. Watch our other shows, learn and comment. ITT, let's talk the talk.
There is the popular saying that you are addressed the way you dress. Within the history of man, across the different continents of the world, fashion is part of man's cultural identity. However, from time unknown, other than being a cultural identity of a people, we have developed and keep developing more reasons to why we dress the way we choose to. There are worries and all concerns to fashion trends and morality in appearance for both female and male gender, across religions and regional acceptance and environmental stroke weather conditions. There has become a connectedness in.
Hello? Hello, good evening. Please, you're speaking with Loveday Emmanuel from ITT. I'm WTV. And let's just call her back. Just have to call her back. I think we lost that call. Wow. Okay. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Please, who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Loveday Emmanuel from ITT, Influence Talk Time.
Please tell me for your line is breaking up. Like, I can't hear you.
You're speaking with Loveday Emmanuel from Influence Talk Time.
Please tell me for you. Like, I can't hear you.
Wow. I think the network, like she's on the road.
Yeah.
She's on the road. I can So what if she picks and she doesn't know your name? She doesn't know.
How would she not know my name?
No, it happens like it happens.
That's my friend.
Yeah, hello Geraldine. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
You're speaking with Loveday Emmanuel from Influence Talk Time.
From what? From where?
From ITT, Influence Talk Time.
I think I'm not trying to pretend yet. If your line is breaking up badly, please.
Can you hear me now? Okay. I think that's a network issue. Let's take a very short break and before we come back we'll fix that issue right away. Okay, welcome back. And sorry viewers for that network disruption. You know where in Nigeria anything can happen. You might just wake up one day and you've off your mic.
Let's represent. Just
Well,
go
representing was saying the
Let's
truth
go
and
have that
representing.
and we'll show you how
No,
good
definitely we're
Nigeria
going to call her back right now. Okay, how good Nigeria can be.
Yes, try.
Okay, let me see. I really want to see how good Nigeria can be after this call.
Yes.
Okay, so we're calling her back.
Hello. The person you are calling is on another call at the moment. Do hold on. I'll call back later.
Now that's Nigeria. How good Nigeria is. Okay, now so you agree with me. That's how good. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. I'm Loveday Emmanuel and we're calling you from ITT, IMWTV.
Okay.
Okay, we have your friend here, Miss Tonye Denenu. Do you know her?
Yes, I know her.
Okay, you know her. Thank you. Okay, now she's on a hot seat and it takes only you to bail her out.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll be running you through some few questions. If I want to know if you really know how well you know your friend. So if you
Okay.
Alright, thank you. So the question begins. First, will you exchange your best friend? Like, do you think now you're sounding as her, you are her now? I want to know what you think and what she would have to say about this. Okay. Will you exchange your best friend with a plate of your favorite food? Do you think she will do that?
Yes, do that.
Wow. Wow. That means you really don't know your friend. Okay. Okay, like, let's go. Like, which of these persons is she likely to use for money rituals? Now, I'll run you through some of the options we have here. We have her best friend, her mother, her father, and her landlord.
Her landlord.
Why do you think her landlord?
I don't know. I just feel like you want to use that kind of person. Maybe.
That kind of a person. So that's the kind of person that is good for money rituals.
Now, or none of the above.
Is your father a landlord? Is your father a landlord? What if your father is a landlord? Okay, okay, let's go down. So, if she has the power really, which football club or country is she likely to ban from football? Nigeria.
Yes.
And she talked about loving her country. Wow, that's good. That's good. But so far so good, I think you don't know your friend, really. You don't know your friend. Because if it were to be her, she would have loved to ban Arsenal. I don't think she likes that club. Wait, do I even like that
We
club?
are not talking about football. I don't think she's like a major fan of football. So
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay. So do you think your friend has any allergies?
Alex,
Yeah, like she's allergic to this, to that, allergic to boys, allergic to money, stuff like that, allergic to shawarma. Do you think she has any allergies?
yes, she does.
She does.
Yeah.
Okay, name three, please.
Why must it be three? Can't just be one. I know she does not like bread.
Bread.
Yes.
Bread as in Niger slangs to be money, or bread as in bread, cassava bread.
Bread, cassava bread, or corn bread, anything bread related.
Wow.
Not a fan of.
Wow. Geraldine, thank you for your time. And I think your friend is staying here tonight with us.
Please let her stay there.
Okay, thanks for your time. Thanks for calling on the show. You're welcome. Don't mention. Okay. Oh. I think you need to have a friend. You need to befriend your friend. You understand?
I need to educate her more things about
Do you think educate? No, people like
No,
they
she needs to unlearn the things she has learned about me.
okay,
And
like
then you think-
okay, like coming
My
on
allergies keep
coming
shifting.
on ITT today like made you a change person from the person she is that what you're saying? No, ITT
Since
we're
COVID,
good,
since
we're
COVID,
good
I've
at
changed.
changing people, we're good at changing
Since
people.
COVID, I changed.
Okay, since COVID, and since
Yeah.
COVID you've not gotten to be friends with Gerald.
No, I have. I was actually with her yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think we've not had time to like really sit down and talk certain
Okay,
things
you
because
miss
we've
your
been
girl,
hustling.
girl.
Yeah, girl
chit-chat.
time, yeah.
Okay, you're just on the BB Nigeria trendy talk and not about yourself.
No, like, yeah, hustling.
Hustling.
Yeah, we just talk of how to get money.
Talking about fashion, do they have any prescribed fashion for hustlers?
Not exactly, no, not exactly.
Okay, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, that was it for the blind spots. We've taken the call. So now, straightly, we will be going down to our giveaway segment. And on this giveaway segment, you know how it is on the show. You know that, regularly. We love giving away. We are the Baba line in the house. You understand? The star boy that gives away. You understand? Undemandingly. We don't seek for undemanding again from you, just your participation.
I hope this giveaway is up to 100K because we really have
Let's check it. It's overrated. Check the numbers.
it.
Okay, let's put some figures on that. Okay, so, madam, I will be calling them and you know how we do it on the show. You do it, right? Okay. All right, we'll be taking that from the people that glow with pride.
Okay. So for our glue users, we have something, a little bit of something for you.
Okay, that's second.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, welcome back. Sorry, that was a very quick and emergency break. Thank you. I'm sorry, and we are sorry. So let's continue with the giveaway segment. And the giveaway segment, we'll be starting with the Grandmasters of Data. I believe you know who that might be.
Yeah.
Okay, so call run the numbers.
Alright, for our glow users, the number is 203-558-552-073427. I'll take it again.
For the fastest finger.
Yeah. 203-558-552-073427. That's for you.
Okay. Now we're moving over to our next network provider, and it's the network that you find anywhere you go, like everywhere you go, you find that network. You should know that network. Yeah.
So figure it out. The number is 3158-8864-6727-30684. I'll take it again. 3158-8864-6727-30684.
Okay, that's for anywhere the Waka Waka network. Abi?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go over to the network that brings you flame joy. When I mean flame joy. The network that makes you dance, aye, you know that giggle like that. Yeah.
The number 5439-5068-9172-4408. I'll take it again. 5439-5068-9172-4408.
Okay, so we've taken how many down?
Three
Down, and
one
how many
to
to go?
go.
1 to go. Okay, now this last one, I'll allow you to figure it out yourself. I believe you've heard the ones of God. Like this last one, just figure
Just
it out
guess.
yourself. Just
Just
guess. Just guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Just guess.
The number is 8937-6320-7800-821. I'll repeat it again. 8937-6320-7800-821.
And that's it for our giveaway segment. And the giveaway segment brought us down to the end of Solomon Grandi. You know that poem, right? That's the end of Solomon Grandi. Okay, but today is Thursday, not Monday, actually.
What happened on
Did you end
Thursday?
on Monday?
On Monday, took
Died-
ill on Thursday. Yeah, he fell
Thursday,
ill.
like, he fell ill.
He
Okay,
died
but
on Friday.
He died on Friday, and he was
Yes.
buried on
Saturday.
You said you got married when he did?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
That's yesterday. Yes.
Yesterday. He got married yesterday. So
Mhm.
thank you. It's been a wonderful time having you on the show. And it's also been a wonderful time having our charming. I still need to call her charming, like she's still charming after the hustle and every other thing. It was wild and interactive section. I love that.
Thank you
I love
very
that. I
much.
must comment your
Thank you for having me.
you know. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, ITT comes up every second Thursday of every month. So do well to always tune in. 4 p.m. is always the time. And also follow up on every social media platform. Do well also to,
I don't know on social media.
I wanted to say following the pretty lady on social media, but she used the word me, so ordinarily me, I wouldn't just use an ordinary statement on her like that. So
Sorry,
follow the
apologies.
extraordinary, beautiful,
Yeah.
gentle lady.
On Facebook, I am
Yeah.
Tonye Denenu. That's
Mhm.
Tonyye.
Denenu,
Space.
like you want to spell Denenu. You understand?
Tonyye space
Okay.
DENENU.
Okay.
Tonye Denenu on Facebook. And on IG, it's I am Percy. That's IAMTERCY. I am
I
Percy.
thought that meant you came out like I am thirsty.
Yeah, I make you.
But
I'm thirsty, but I can make you thirsty. Yes.
Now that was a punchline. I like that right there. That was a good one. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I remain your very good and lovely host, Loveday Emmanuel. And also,
Did you have social media?
my media handle, if I don't have a social media.
Some of these ladies out there might be thirsty.
They might be
Want to
thirsty.
slide into your DM.
Well, I'm still
You
very
know?
much like, I'm not in the two baba lane already.
You get that.
I'm still in the starboy lane. No,
There could
no,
be a
no.
lady out there that wants to help your life and bless you.
Please do. Thank you. On social media, you can follow me on Facebook at Lovo Baba, and also on Instagram, you can still follow me at Lovo. I am Lovo Baba also. So thank you. To the next time you call me your way. It's the IMW TV that brings you the only talk time, the only time you ever get to talk